Mensahe ko lang dun sa mga families na merong LGBT family members is to try to reach out to them, talk to them, because I always believe that effective communication will always resolve every differences. That's when you acknowledge their feelings, and that's when you try to recognize their situation as well. Don't treat them as different people because they are still your family members. Hi everyone, my name is Tanya Lape and I am 35 years old and I am from Balamban, Cebu. My gender identity is transgender woman. I think I started to really feel that I am a woman when I was still around 8 years old because that's when you start to question things, right, and start to explore. Growing up, I am surrounded with women. I grew up with my grandparents. I have my sister, older sister, and my aunts surrounding me when I was a kid. So I think that was one of the factors. But I already feel that I really a woman. The history of my name. This is way back when I was still in high school, and we were like maybe 7 or 6 in a group. So it's a mix of trans and gay guys and women in our group and also men, and we always associate ourselves to celebrities. So and during that time, Tanya Garcia kasi yung pinaka sikat that time way back early 2000. Yan yung history ng ng name ko as Tanya. I started my transition when I was 18 years old. I was very curious about it already, even when I was still in high school. And I was already involving myself or mingling myself with transgender women yung naka-transition na talaga. So I listened to their stories and yung mga advices nila kung ano yung dapat na pills na i-take. Yung ni-recommend nila ng mga hormonal pills, mga over-the-counter lang. Tapos nakita ko naman sila na successful yung pag-take nila kasi ang ganda ng hugis ng boobs, na ang liit ng mga ng mga arms, at tapos ang kinis, ganun. So wala talaga akong takot nun to lack anything, no? Para lang talaga magta-transform. Anong early 20s ko, that's when I realized na di pala siya talaga ideal na ka, self-medicate. You have to really consult a doctor na who can really provide you the right pills for you. Of course, it was a very difficult situation for them, especially for my father. Even though he already accepted me as a feminine boy or a feminine guy, but never in his wildest dream that I will transition into a woman. I stole away from our home. I stayed with my friends to push through with my happiness, and that is to transition. And life way back then was very difficult and very challenging. There were so many hurtful words that were thrown at me coming from them, but I never hold any grudge for them. So yeah. Dalawa kami sa family. Ako yung younger one. My sister has always been very supportive of me ever since in everything that I do. So siya yung isa sa mga pinaka-support system ko during that time. She let me borrow her clothes during my transition, and also she let me borrow money as well for for buying my hormones and all. So my parents are not here; they are working abroad. And the show Pinoy Big Brother, where Rika Paras was there, a transgender woman who's also part of the Pinoy Big Brother edition during that year, and she was not accepted with her father as well. And it was televised, her conversation with her father, and also how the father accepted her. That scene in that Pinoy Big Brother made my father to talk to me because I wasn't talking to them for 3 years, and that's when everything started, he started to call me and accept me as who I am, and that was really fulfilling actually because I was really waiting for my family to accept me. I have encountered a lot of stereotyping and also difficulties or discrimination, pero di ko naman siya pinapansin na masyado kasi pag you get so bothered so much about it and then you retaliate, it will just not solve anything, no? It will not resolve the situation at all. So it's better to just walk away and just live your life and move on. There was this fear whenever I go to school before that I get bullied or maybe someone will throw things at me. And however, I channeled myself to sports, just to prove that I can be better than them or I can just be as good as them when it comes to certain things like sports. I proved myself that even if I am different, even if I am unique, I have the same skills as they have. So I was studying Bachelor of Science in Nursing, and I also graduated Bachelor of Science in Nursing. I am currently working as a fraud supervisor with JP Morgan Chase. I've been working with them for 7 years now. I did experience some difficulties during my first few weeks or few months during my first job, and it was and napakahirap talaga because I've experienced applying a company that I was able to, set perfect scores for all of their exams. However, they want me to cut my hair, they want me to wear men's clothing and all, and that's not me. And I got hired from a certain company as well way back then. My difficulty was using the restroom because transgender women should go to the male's restroom. It was very difficult to deal with, especially you just wanna, go to the restroom. I just think that there's a work that needs to be done here for future transgender men and women. So sa family namin, lahat kami pageant goers. Even until now, I am still joining pageants. When it comes to pageant nowadays, it's a totally different pageant now. It's more on what you can offer or what you are representing. So that's the pageant now compared before that it was more on the looks. I always believe that beauty pageants is the biggest platform for promoting your advocacy or the things that you want to represent, right? And that should be the biggest purpose of the pageant. I am single right now. I'm just taking my time because I was in a 10-year relationship. So I needed some time to fully heal. Humanap ng pag-ibig sa lugar kung saan ako, I think it is difficult because you have to make sure that they will accept you as who you are, not just for what you have. We, part of the LGBT community, we need to be very cautious as well. We need to guard our heart and we need to guard our bank account as well. Three issues that I think my local community should need to address are first is the transgender health because there are so many transgender teens now who are self-medicating and I don't think that would be very ideal. And then second is the transgender awareness because there are still people around here in my local community that categorize transgender women as gay or bakla, and some transgender men are being classified as yung tomboy, ganon. So I think with transgender awareness program, it will help educate the people in my local community to have awareness also what transgenderism is. And then the last one is unity within the LGBT community in my local community because as what I have observed, it is very divided into different parts. My message for all transgender teens is to stay as genuine as you can because at the end of the day, you we will only have ourselves. Be proud of who you are. You started your transition. That's already one step. Parang ito na yung beginning ng new life mo. Don't lose hope if your family will not accept you at this time, try to understand them as well. And also, please put your focus on something useful instead of doing something that's really against the norm of the society or that will make your family treat you badly. For the community, I think it should be respect. Everyone should treat everyone with utmost respect, regardless of their religion, beliefs, gender, or sex, or anything that comes with it. Because through respect, that's when we will be able to achieve peace, not just peace in the community, but also peace within ourselves.